What it really is, what I can tell you is it's just consistency in your content. You got to really understand what your users are looking for. You got to look at what's happening on your Facebook page. You got to understand what content is working, what content isn't working. Even find things like what time of day should I be posting at. I've spent maybe every 3 months, I'll go and do different times, and I'll make sure that the times that I've studied and put things out are still working for me. So back in the day, I would look at, let's say I'd put out a post at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I would do that, for a month, and I would look at the data, and I would say, okay, well, I can see something here. I can see the patterns. I can see 2:30 is working for me, 2:30 a.m. I can see 4:30 a.m. is working for me, because I have a worldwide audience. I wasn't thinking, oh, well, Australia's up at 4:30. So there's all these strategies and things that, I kind of put into my marketing. And so I think the first thing I really wanted to talk about was, understanding your posts and stuff like that. So you've got a business page. You're putting out content, and maybe you don't know what you're doing. I have 1 million fans, so I actually post every 3 hours. I make sure I post every 3 hours. I find that if I post between 3 hours, the post coming up after the post I just posted won't do as well. So I need to time it out, and I've done that again through testing. So some people might not have that. Some people might have 4,000 fans or 8,000 fans or 10,000 fans. And I think what you really got to do is really understand your audience. What content are you going to be putting out? That's obviously the first question. For me, I'm a scuba diving website, so I can put a lot of things out. I can put out a post about a marine species. I can put out a post about a dive site that maybe someone's not been to. I can put out a post about a liveaboard, right? But I think for any business that's out there, the main thing you got to understand is that there's content everywhere, all around you. You just got to be smart about how you make it. If we look at this room right now, this is a co-op, this is a shared workspace. So, maybe one post for them could be, the cups or the event that's here, or, the picture of, that telephone booth over there. There's content everywhere. And depending on your goals, how am I going to put that out? And how is that going to relate to my goals? What are my goals? Is it going to be brand awareness? Is it going to be sales? Is it going to be website traffic? You know what I mean? And so one thing I kind of did is I built my business backwards. I built the community first, and then I built the product to sell, right? So I built up the Facebook, and I was building it. I was making content. Oh, I'm bringing in some advertisers. Now I'm selling t-shirts. Now I've got an e-magazine. So I built the niche first, and then delivered the product, which I think a lot of companies will first develop the product and then try and seek people to sell. So, right now we're in the insights area of my Scuba Diver Life page, and this is something I visit probably on a daily basis. I look at all these things. I look at the overview, the likes, the reach, the visits, the posts, the people. I live and breathe this thing, and I have to, because I have 1 million people on my Facebook page, and it's actually a lot of work. There's 40, 50 messages coming in a day. People are emailing me. I want to see who's hiding posts, unliking posts. I need to understand what's going on so I can move forward appropriately. One thing I really like to do is I like to go and look at the posts here, and I like to understand what's doing well and what's not doing well. And based off this data, I'll make, this data will impact my content plan. So I'll see something that's doing really well, and I'll tell my writers, hey, you know what, this topic's doing really well, like water up your nose, that did really well. Can you maybe do something about equalization, or can we talk about this, something like that. One thing I really noticed was that video posts started doing really well, and so we know Facebook is changing all the time, and right now they have a huge emphasis on video posts, video ads, and they're actually going to, we were listening to something this morning that the Facebook kind of edge rank will now favor video ads and advertisers who have video ads. So that's something that's interesting. What's also cool is that I can come here and I can I can sort by reach, so I can see what posts are doing well. Hopefully it will sort itself. Okay, what was the network?
Oh, it's SG Guest.
SG Guest, got it. Okay, yep. So basically going into insights, going into posts, and I sort by reach. I sort by a lot of things, but I'll sort by reach. which usually it would sort for you. Anyway, there you go. So here I can see, you know, look, this video showcases largest school arrays. This is so powerful because I actually was at Facebook a couple weeks ago. I was lucky enough to talk to an audience there too. And one of the people in the audience said, well, is Facebook, like, you know, everyone says the reach is going down and, you know, it's affecting businesses and it's not good to be a business on Facebook anymore. And, you know, that's obviously the media hyping things up. I think this is a great example. This first video post here, I put up a single video, like, let's see if I can show this, right? So simple, you know, there's a play button on there. This video showcases the largest school arrays ever filmed. Check it out, it's pretty unreal. Like super simple, right? I embed this video on my blog. It gets over 100,000 click-throughs in one day. So that's 100,000 unique visitors to my website in one day because of this video post. So now I have my team scouring the web for videos like this, right? Because data is important to me. I want to make sure that I can bring people back to my website. I want my advertisers to be getting lots of views and clicks on their ads, and I want to be the biggest scuba diving website in the world, right? So there's a good example of how sorting here can kind of tell you things. Another thing I'm looking at here is the post time, right? So I'm coming here and I'm looking July 28th, right? I can see that I posted that at 4:21 a.m. I know for me that between 4 and 4:30 a.m. I'm going to have a lot of people clicking on my stuff. I know the East Coast is just getting up at 7:30 their time. I know Australia and Indonesia and, you know, Asia Pacific, where scuba diving is pretty big, they're just settling down from their day. So that's actually a key time for me to post. And so actually I'll post advertisers, links and stuff between, you know, 4:30 and 12 because I'm looking at this data. And so if you go, we can go down, you can see 6:47, 10:36, 5 p.m., 3:15, 2:20. Here's, you know, this is a video post that did pretty well. And so this was posted at 6:50. So I'm kind of going into my insights, I'm sorting my reach, I'm understanding what posts are doing well and not doing well. I'm going back to my team, I'm saying, hey, you know, this did really well, why don't we make some more like this? Can we find more videos like this? Let's get more content going, right? We're like kind of a publishing company in a way. We're just trying to scour all this content and get it out there for people. Do you have a question? Yeah, okay.
I see that you boosted it.
Yeah.
How much do you decide to allot to boosting, and how do you foresee that effort provided enough amount of views on it?
Right. Right. So the question was like, how do you decide to boost a post on Facebook, and how much you would spend?
What percentage of
Yeah.
your budget do you allot to that?
Okay. So here's the thing: is I won't boost a post unless I see it's going well. So sure, you can go onto Facebook. And you can boost a post right at the bottom of a post usually, right? And so what you can do is there's a lot of options that you have for boosting a post. What you're going to do is you're going to pay money to Facebook, and you're going to tell them exactly what you want to do, who you're going to show it to, and they're going to optimize it and show it to these people. So you're actually paying for it to reach more people. So you can see here, I did a video for Dominica, and so I ended up doing some niche targeting. But basically, you can say you have these options: people who like your page, people similar to people who like your page, or people you choose through targeting. And so I have a custom audience there, which we'll get into in a little bit. But for me personally, I've played around with boosting a post, and I'll only boost a post if it's done pretty well on its own. So if I see something like this or a video that's got over 100 shares. That indicates to me that people are liking this, and I'm going to put probably $50 to $100 into boosting it. Yeah.
What percentage of your content is created by you and your team compared to curated throughout the web?
I would say like 90% is created.
By you guys?
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry?
90% you guys create?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the video I showed you, like you know, there's like a small section on the website for videos. I'm actually going to relaunch my whole website this week, so there's a better video section for it, which I will then concentrate more on curating video content, I think. But right now, all the content is pretty much made by my writers and myself.